As far as I know, we are the only creature trying to understand where we come from. It's not surprising then that scientists have discovered proof that the evolution of intelligence and large brain size were driven by cooperation and teamwork. My topic today is lead and manage team effectiveness. It occurs to me that something must have happened in our evolution to make humans increasingly reliant on each other. Whilst our advanced teamwork is shared by some other animals, no other species is as hyper cooperative as we are today. Let's take the events of the last month, just as an example. The United States of America, Russia, France, and the United Kingdom joining together to team up against a common enemy. Individuals from around the world in droves colouring their Facebook profile pic in the French flag colours to show support against the terrorist attacks. Team is what creates new cities. Team is what develops new thinking and new ideas and collaborates to bring changes throughout the world. Show me a man or woman who constantly works better alone or who can achieve more on their own, and I will show you someone who could achieve so much more if they learn how to be part of a team or to lead a team. Teams are often handpicked for a task. If we look, for example, at a world-class cricket team, for example, it is not a highly motivated group of random individuals who are picked and then taught how to play cricket. We all know how it works. We choose the country's best cricket players, and then we create from there the best team based on many other attributes besides their ability to play cricket. It's not that easy in a small or medium-sized business. In a small or medium-sized business, team has the same meaning. Effective leadership is every bit as important, but unlike the national cricket team, you don't necessarily get to pick from the country's best possible combination of people to run your local deli. For a small or medium business to have an effective team, it needs to recognize that people working in your organization come from different backgrounds and have different skills and they have different experiences. These people won't always agree. They won't agree on processes or methods. They won't always agree on outcomes, and their differences may cause misunderstanding. Their differences may cause distrust and may even prevent them from forming bonds with the other members of your team and therefore achieving goals together. This is where the team leader comes in. The team leader needs to provide the strategic direction. The team leader needs to supply the mentoring and the coaching necessary to help the team achieve the goals and assist with the issues that will come up. Whether yours is a sporting team, a political team, a church group, or a local car yard, your team will be more successful if you focus on three things. One, a shared vision and commitment to the goals. Two, a sense of team spirit and cooperation. And three, respect and appreciation for everyone's roles within that team. For a team to be effective, it needs a strong sense of identity, it needs a fun atmosphere, it needs trust. A team to be effective needs energy, it needs open communication. It needs a win-win approach. And from my point of view, and most importantly, it needs to be outcome focused. So no matter how big or how small your organisation is, if the outcome for your team is important to you, make sure you pick the right leader. Effective leadership requires the right leader. As in the case of a small or medium-sized business, you don't always get to choose your team. So make sure you choose a leader who can effectively lead your team to the outcomes that you want for your business. There are certain things that your leader must have. They must take action and inspire action. They must be optimistic. They must have, beyond many things, integrity. They must support every team member. They must be confident. They must communicate, and very importantly, they must be decisive. My main business, Easy Fleet Management, had its very humble beginnings in 1991 when I sold cars to corporates and government departments on behalf of 5 different car brands. That's where Easy Fleet began. In 1994, the West Australian state government mistook us for a fleet management company. Not their fault, not surprising, since we called ourselves Easy Fleet Management. They asked us, and when I say us, that's 3 people, they're a team of 3, they asked us to apply to become a panel member to manage the state government's fleet of about 8,000 vehicles. The way forward from there is a long story. So in short, let me say we faked it. And we were awarded the contract to manage the state's fleet alongside 3 of the biggest operators in our industry, and to the exclusion of firms over 100 times our size. I have to tell you, we did not have a system or a process to manage one car. We certainly didn't have the relevant experience, and I knew nothing about technology. Needless to say, I was not the right person to manage, let alone lead a team into this transition of becoming a fleet management company. What to do? Fortunately, I had a very intelligent and capable business manager, and together we appointed staff who had the appropriate background. We resourced them, we incentivized them, we encouraged them, and we supported them to set up one of the largest privately owned fleet management companies in Australia. I'm not entirely sure that it would be as easy or as wise to get away with that these days. You may own your business and you may already be very successful at whatever you do. However, do consider this. You may not necessarily be the best person to lead your team on every project. Know your skills and know that sometimes you may simply be the best motivator or mentor to the person that you get to lead your team. Thank you for watching. I would be interested to hear any thoughts or comments you have on this topic. You can like us on Facebook or contact me personally at mark@futureinstitute.edu.au. Thank you.